massive.
How did they dig a hole that big, boo? They must have just dammed it up and hoped for the best. You were feeling a little those are a little too sexy. Your wife's not going to appreciate you modeling those.
For me, it was about opening up to myself.
Oh.
Because I think we like to hide a lot of things from ourselves.
Training in the gym, we had like, I've been training for 4 months to just have that physicality like a soldier, like a woman soldier.
So it's not really self-promotion, it's more of this their opportunity to join me on the journey.
Does this hurt? Did it hurt at all?
It what hurt?
This was what's happening right here. You seem pretty comfortable with it.
Here we go.
And welcome to the Spiel. Just a jam-packed show today like it is every single week. We've got more requests, more people wanting us to feature them, to feature their act, to feature their business, to feature their product. How many features can one person do? Lucas says 6. We can do 6, okay? So that's how many items we're going to... Actually, I think we may have already blown that out of the water. Let's see, we got Israel Lopez coming up today. Just that guy, you know, when you pass through and you hear the song on Facebook, you're like, whoa, back up, back up, back up. Also, we have the Downtown Dip. Everybody's like, yes, I know the Downtown Dip is a very popular ice cream store. A lady family moves into town, decides that this particular area in Illinois, Carterville, Illinois, needed an ice cream shop for people to gather. So she built the thing, and she's just having incredible success. People lined up outside the building to get in. So we have her on the show today. Also, our own Lucas Winkler caught on his Instagram journaling. So we're going to find out what that's all about today. He's just writing down his thoughts, and I can imagine what he said about all of us in there. Maybe a little mother-son motivation. You want to stick around for that. That should be pretty good. And then Tim Estiloz always surprises us. He'll be interviewing the lady, you may remember her from the Fast and the Furious. I think her name is Elsa. And this time she's on a mission made for a woman, because only a woman can do this job. And the film is called Interceptor, so you want to make sure you see that. Also, we're going to play a little game with the guys in just a bit called Know Where You Are and What You're Doing. Prescott's like, oh gosh, I'm in such trouble. All right, you guys know, what does this cone and this shoe, or these shoes, I've got 2 actually, but what do they have in common?
They're a similar color.
They look like waffles.
My guys are smart. That's exactly the similarities. You remember a couple weeks ago, we love to do this segment called We'll Just Try It Before You Buy It, right? So we love the Dolce Vita shoe. It was a little small for your foot, Prescott, but it fits me beautifully, and you've got some shots of that. You got that on the wall. So that little juxtaposition there, look, all the cameras have to raise now, but it's a good look. It's a good feel. It's very comfortable. Okay, we're going to learn later on in the show that you want to make the waffle cone without being able to see light through it, because that means it can protect and hold the what?
Ice cream.
Say it loud. Ice cream for ice cream. Yes, you want to hold all of your ice cream. All right, hang on to your underwear, guys. New product, okay? We're going to test it out. We have tested it out. I'm a woman of a certain age, so maybe I don't even have a need anymore. But listen, this is all the rage. And when we see these things, we have to try them out before you buy them. Ladies, listen to me. And gents, if you want to help your lady in this particular time of the month, thinks for all, not Spanx, it's thinks for all. The message is simple. Period, better. Okay? And you guys like that? All right. I think this is French. Yeah, go ahead. So they come in a lot of different colors. We'll let Daniel try this. This is called a hip hugger. Daniel will model that for us in just a little bit. Sorry about that. So this one is the moderate absorbency. So, you know, if you're heavy, ladies, and you need moderate, use this. So they say that 1 pair of the panties, which, by the way, this is all designed to be better for our landfills, apparently. There will be no waste. These panties right here can hold what 3 regular tampons would. 1.5 regular pad, 9/10 of a menstrual cup, which that's weird. I don't that menstrual cup, I don't know what that is, but some people are trying that. I have not done that yet. But thanks for all everyday underwear with built-in period protection. Women are now running to their phones to order this. And comfortable, so while your period does its thing, you can do yours, because thanks for all are reusable. That is right. All you do is wear, wash, and wear again. Baby, you need an extra large, don't you? Hang on, because you got your pants on. All right, those look, you know what? They're sexy, and if you stretch it out, our recipients are going to be very upset about it.
Well, I was wondering.
Oh, now this is probably a little bit better for you.
I was wondering why I was feeling emotional this year.
You were feeling a little those are a little too sexy. Your wife's not going to appreciate you modeling those. So, but they come in a bunch of different varieties. So whether you like bikinis or boy shorts or high-waisted, apparently this is all you need. You can totally avoid that time of the month aisle. How about that? And so far, women everywhere, give it pants up. Get it? Pants up. So listen, guys, we have a great show. We got to get to it. So stay right there. Don't go anywhere. We're going to spiel it all over the place next. Now, if we can interrupt you, Lucas, maybe we'll.
How do you write in Spanish?
I think your wedding ring, actually.
What?
Yeah, like one time, like, yeah.
You borrowed it?
My name's Meredith Lukens. I'm a physician assistant at Christopher Rural Health. I currently practice at the Christopher office. My favorite part of the job is the relationship with the patient. I enjoy when patients return and I get to hear about vacations or their kids growing up. It was a lot of the reason I got into medicine, was to make those connections. We can really just be kind of the home base for anything you need and get you to the specialists in surrounding areas. My name's Meredith Lukens, and we would love to have you call the office and schedule a visit today.
My name is Martha Peebles, and I'm the Associate Professor and Program Coordinator of the Medical Assistant Program here at John A. Logan. I think the best thing for me is seeing my students blossom and seeing them in their jobs as medical assistants. Students come to me, they're working a job they're not real happy with, and then they come and they graduate and they get jobs. It's a change in their lifestyle, not only their career, but a change in their lives that is just remarkable.
No, really, take your time. Just whatever you need there.
You want me to keep going?
You know, probably not. Can we wait till after the segment?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yes,
sure,
okay.
Sure, yeah.
New segment we decided to start here on the Spiel because it's necessary. You know, we tackle the tough topics, and sometimes people, they need to journal.
Yeah.
So this is called Journaling with Lucas. But journaling has become such a thing. It reminds me of maybe the days when young girls would write in a diary and hide it under their mattress. It's really just writing down what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, what you want to manifest or get out there so you can deal with it. Is that a fair
I
assessment?
think yeah, it can serve many purposes. Like all the ones that you just talked about are very good. For me, it was about opening up to myself. Oh. Because I think we like to hide a lot of things from ourselves. We like to hide anything that we don't like about ourselves and everything. And for me, I've never been like a very vulnerable person.
Right.
And I've been really growing into that, especially in the last 3 months. I have taken a huge landslide of being like this locked up, tight, not sharing anything personal about myself, to basically opening the floodgates.
Wow.
And I think journaling was part of being the catalyst to that, because I finally opened up to myself. What
happened when you saw it on paper, when you wrote some of those words? Was it an admission of anything?
Yeah, I would say that there was an admission to a few things, absolutely, but it was mostly the feeling of getting it out. It's like it's been inside for years, right? Or months, or whatever it is for you. For me, it was like, okay, it's out of my system. Like it's it's been released.
Right.
And that feeling of release, right, is a great feeling.
Yeah. They've said that journaling will help with anxiety, with depression, with, you know, just feeling overwhelmed or feeling trapped. And that's pretty powerful when you think of pen and paper having that impact.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about, you know, all the books and anything that's been written across the years, which is, you know, just a crazy thought in general, because there's just so much, and how it's transformed people's lives, either you reading it or you actually writing it.
That's my next question. How do you feel, or right now, if I said, hey, may I read your journal? You know, would you want to publish your journal? Because I think people have done that in hopes that it helps other people.
Yeah.
Where are you in that journey right now?
I would say I'm still in the early stages of.
So Angie, keep away from my journal. You're not reading.
I'm not quite that vulnerable yet to release it to the world. But I do feel like I could be at that moment in time as, you know, as my growth continues.
Absolutely. I mean, anything you could find. And it's interesting because many times it's the small things. You know, we say, does it need to be the big conference where you go in? Do you need to have, you know, mind manipulation? Sometimes to change something, people do something so radical for change in their life. And the fact that you found something so simplistic that people have used over time. I know people journal through words. They may draw. They may type. They may write. They may want to write a fictional book when in fact it's their story. So I think it's great that you found this. You've really kind of opened our eyes to it as well. And maybe that's what this segment is all about, is if it could help somebody else. Yeah,
absolutely. It's interesting, like what you said, like you can go to a conference and your life can be changed, sure. And I fully believe that. I fully believe that that's happened to people and everything. But you can also change your life for 5 minutes a day in your living room. And that's a big part of what's happened to me in the last 3 months.
When you journal, do you find that getting it out on the paper and you're experiencing these feelings, or do you have to go back and read it? Are you reading as much as you write, or do you write and you know it's there and it's out?
So I have two different types of journaling, and then kind of a note taking, I guess you could say. So my morning journaling, I do not really go and reread that. That's more so just to get my thoughts out and kind of reflect on either the day before or the morning that I'm having. But I do journal a lot when I listen to like a sermon by my favorite pastor, or if I'm having quiet time with God and He's speaking to me. I have all those journals. And those I will always go back and reread. And sometimes I'll go back a while and actually reread that because it's speaking to me in that moment.
We always like to have a good time, and Lucas is one that he can make us laugh. And it was really interesting. Many times we take these long trips because we have to work together and such. Through journaling, you stared at me in the car the other day and said, guess what? What? Water, man. Water is so important. And I have a new appreciation of water after journaling.
Yeah. So the journal that I use in the morning, it makes you, you know, list 5 things that you're grateful for.
Okay.
And I just have, over time, if you think about water, especially, like, we're so blessed in the United States,
so
right?
Important.
Because it's like we use it to shower, to wash our hands,
clothes, everything,
to drink, to, you know, I mean, our coffee, like you can't have coffee without water.
Oh, man. You would not be in a good mood, would you? Of course, you've tried that too, but giving up coffee.
Yeah. But it's just, water is such a blessing.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Thank God for that. Thank God for you. Thank God for the journals. I love that you say that there are some journals you can get that will prompt you in your writing. I think that's important to point out for people. It's not always a blank page if you don't know where to start.
Exactly.
Okay. Awesome. Well, you know what? If you journal, if you have tips for us, you know who to write. It's Rob at SPIELOn. He's going to take all those along with everything else. Are you good with that? Sometimes he'll cross out his name and put my name because he wants me to get all the emails. But I think that's been very helpful, and we'll look for more segments from you on Journaling with Lucas.
Absolutely.
Let us know when you're ready to print that thing. Okay? Just put it out there and print. Paperback, hardback for sale today. Get your copy. Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Thank you.
Later down the road.
We'll be right back. Also on today's show, you know, Tim always catches up to the latest, greatest.
Let me intercept you real quick.
The Interceptor, that was such a spoiler.
Just, it came from all the truths that I've grown up with. And I I had a moment where I was like, what does this actually mean to me, and how can I share it with others?
Marian Medical Mission's purpose is to share the love of Christ with the extreme poor in Africa. We do this through the WELL program by providing a sustainable source of safe drinking water while working hand in hand with our African partners. No overhead or administrative costs are deducted unless so designated by the donor. Be part of the solution. Go to mmmwater.org to donate.
Regenerative procedures come into use if we lose a tooth. And I've had a lot of people come to me and say, well, I had a tooth pulled, and I'll say, okay, has there been any discussion about what comes after that? Because removing the tooth should never be the end all of a discussion when it comes to having to remove a tooth.
Why don't you intercept this?
Intercept exactly what, Angie?
I just threw it back on you.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, this chick is wild. She's really good, and she can do the stunts that guys can't.
That's what it says here in my journal.
Oh, Tim Estiloz is with a superstar. You may recognize her from The Fast and the Furious.
Interceptor, what is your status?
7 terrorists seized our vessel, and they tried to take the command center.
Hi, Elsa. It's a pleasure to chat with you.
Hey, it's such a pleasure for me too.
Now, I've seen you, many audiences have seen you in many of the Fast and Furious films, but if I'm not mistaken, this is your first action film with you as the lead. So how much fun was this experience for you? Because it was a lot of fun to watch.
It was a fun to just play the role too. I've been always really fan of action movies. I grew up with them. I just love Indiana Jones. I always wanted to be that female Indiana Jones for some reason. So, but it was been. I haven't been except for Fast and Furious, which was great. But I didn't have that much action into it. I just always wanted to just have been that. Just fights and getting really involved. So when they offered me this role, I was just like, oh, that's amazing. It's like a dream come true. And I knew it would be a challenge because I've seen how hard Chris works for these movies, how much you have to be not only just learning your lines, there's just a lot of work behind it that is just training in the gym. We had I've been training for 4 months to just have that physicality, for a soldier, like a woman soldier, and then just learning all those fights. It's almost 800 moves that you have to get learning in your head, and with an amazing stunt team that it was behind and helped me to just portray it. So I loved it. I really, really enjoy it.
And now this film's all about you, but since you mentioned him, your husband is Chris Hemsworth, and he's an executive producer on this film. How did he help you prepare for this? Because he's no stranger to action films, himself, or so I've heard. So did he give you any tips that came in handy?
Absolutely. It was so great to have me around. He was he's totally he's done it a lot of times. But it was also he knew that it was a role that I would love to play. So he really pushed me to do this movie. He read the script and was you really have to do this movie. I'll be with you. I'll hold your hand. And but he told me it's just it was not an easy job, but knowing my personality, he knew that I would really enjoy to play it.
We're the only interceptor platform protecting from a nuclear missile attack. We have a situation.
Unauthorized missile removal.
What the hell's going on up there? We are under attack! You up for this?
Don't worry about me, sir.
What was it like working with Elsa as your lead actress?
Elsa's fabulous. The movie speaks for itself that she's fit, she's athletic, she's strong. She can do a one-arm swing. That one-arm leap that she does in the movie, that's Elsa. That's not the stunt person, that is Elsa. She's also just an amazing actress. the very first day we shot, we were shooting this sort of scene where a flashback where her character is sexually harassed by this general. And I'm behind the camera watching Elsa perform. And she can do more with a flick of her eyes than other actors could do with 3 pages of dialogue. I literally just, I got lucky.
And we control 16 nuclear missiles. I need to disable your command center, so I will be getting into that room.
You want this room? Come and get it.
There aren't too many action films that have a female lead. There's a few, but not nearly as many in terms of, in comparison to the men. So that's got to be very exciting for you as well.
Yeah, I think it's getting really better. When I started, I never thought I would have the opportunity to just like play that lead role, like as an action woman like that. And it's been so many histories, so many women that, they were like in amazing roles for history, like Jeanne d'Arc, that she was like just leading all these battles, as a woman. So it's interesting that now I think there's more and more opportunities for women to just portray this kind of roles, which is great. And to believe that actually women can do it too, because it's not always about like that physicality, it's how smart, agile you can be, in a fight. So it's really interesting how it's changing and giving us the opportunity to just like do these kind of roles and being a model for like the next generations of girls. I was really happy to just be a role model for my daughter, to say like, you can do whatever you want,
Well, I encourage everybody to check out this film on Netflix. It's called The Interceptor. I've enjoyed chatting with you, and this movie's a lot of fun.
Thank you very much.
I'm the one in charge.
You want to get out of here alive. Not going so well for you, is it? You plan for every possible outcome, but you couldn't plan for me.
The one thing I learned from my son about social media is you can apparently have 3 posts and you get 3,200 likes and followers and fans. And how is that possible? All right.
Yeah.
Yo! How many berries?
Yeah, this is...
Yeah, you want to have a seat?
Wait, are we already going?
Yeah, so I'm glad you went home and put on logo clothing. Good job. All right, so anyway, we had a little time to fill on the show today, and I thought, you're graduating from high school and all, and it seems like you never have time to sit down with mom and just chit chat. So why wouldn't we do it in front of 3 cameras?
Hey, sure, I'm up for it. Why not?
Well, what we're gonna do is I thought we would just call this, like mother like son, mom and son sit down finally, mom quizzes son, son quizzes mom. What would you like to call it? Is your name Outer Banks?
We'll call it the Spiel.
The Spiel. The Spiel extended. Good job. Yeah. Okay, well, why don't we get started? And I know you and you would be reading ahead on the questions, so I decided to keep them all a secret until you open them. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so open it.
Yeah, and just read it and say it. Say it and finish it.
One quality I got from my mom is... I'd say my work ethic, for sure. I mean, you put in a lot of hours, and it definitely inspires me to, put a little extra time in.
Oh, thanks, babe. Made me feel good. A time I felt most like my son. I think there are many times at all phases of his life. I see myself in you, wanting to get healthy and wanting to do well. And when you walk into a room and you can't stand awkward silence and you definitely have to say something, I see myself in you. So that's rewarding when I feel like you at those points in your life. So that's pretty good, right? Hey, and sit down. Feel free to do this with your own kids in your living room. It'll really freak them out when you sit them down and start asking a bunch of questions.
Especially in front of 3 cameras.
In front of 3 cameras. We'll come over to your house and do this for you.
One thing I borrowed from my mom that she didn't know about.
Or just taken. I don't know that you even borrowed it.
I don't know. Probably I think your wedding ring, actually.
What?
Yeah, one time, yeah.
You borrowed it?
I returned it, but I definitely wore that out. It's shiny gold ring. Yeah, I mean,
You wore a diamond out?
It wasn't a diamond. It was,
okay, so
band.
it was just a ring.
Engagement.
Okay, it was just a ring.
Oh, it was just a gold ring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Well, that was probably like your granddad's wedding ring or something.
Or something. I don't know. But I look good.
You've been in my jewelry box, just deciding what you want, but you did return it.
Yeah, you can next question.
Okay. Okay. The one thing I learned from my son about social media is you can apparently have 3 posts and you get 3,200 likes and followers and fans. And how is that possible?
You know me, man.
Is it women? They're just women, come out of the woodwork.
No,
young girls.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, what's the secret? You keep deleting stuff. I've always heard you get pinged if you delete stuff.
Pinged?
Or what's the word? They don't like it when you delete, or what is it?
Probably.
No, I think deleting.
You mean
archiving's okay.
You mean flagged or reported?
Flagged, right.
Why would I get flagged or reported?
Well, I don't. What are you removing? Are they not asking that? You just delete it because you get tired of seeing it, or you get embarrassed, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really digging the buzz cut, the 2 on the sides, finger length on top. I was not feeling that. And,
I see.
Changes happen, and I didn't want to really have that up anymore.
Okay, well, your account's doing better than mine, so you apparently know what you're doing. Last question. Has this hurt? Did it hurt at all?
Did what hurt?
This was what's happening right here. You seem pretty comfortable with it.
I'm like that.
Oh.
The one thing I admire most about my mom is, man, there's a lot. I don't.
Well, we have time. Go ahead.
I don't know. I admire just your eagerness to I don't know, there's just something really different about you where you have a vision and you want to I don't know, make your own kind of world. You know what I'm saying? The world doesn't really happen to you, you happen to the world, and I really respect that.
Did somebody script that somewhere, or did you just make that up? I'm putting that on my card. That was excellent. That was good.
Yeah.
That wasn't scripted?
I mean, you made all this happen, so
that
it's
was so sweet.
Gotcha.
Gosh, do you want a hug or something? Are you you good with the dab up?
Yeah,
or you just want to do a secret handshake?
Yeah.
Well, do you want to share any plans, any nuggets, any thoughts, wisdom, encouraging words as we close out this mom and son finally sit down talk?
I don't know. Is there anything I need to touch on?
It's big plans, major moves.
I mean,
tell them to like the Spiel and go and subscribe at YouTube and all that stuff. You can do that next. Yes. Yeah, serious face. Get it serious.
Like the Spiel and subscribe on YouTube.
Oh, that was good. Good job. All right. Anything else?
Are my classmates going to see this?
Probably.
No, it's I don't know. I mean, happy Mother's Day, even if it's like June.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mom,
every day
always
is Mother's Day.
Hey, that's
Am I
my
right?
boy.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Can I have another tank of gas?
It's ridiculous.
My bad.
I think we're done. Cut.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter what it feels like. Doesn't matter what I see, Lord, I believe.
So surely you guys research where we go, right? You want to know more about it?
Nope.
I'm Brandon Stover, and I am the lead criminal justice instructor here at John A. Logan College. I worked in law enforcement for an extended period of time before I came here to teach criminal justice at John A. Logan.
I would say it's very inspiring, especially since he's dabbled and dabbled in multiple things within the corrections field, and he can tell us real life stories about his experience. It's really encouraging, and it really just pushes and motivates me to really want to go into the field.
The Spiel presents You're On, 100% original new music.
Hi, I'm Ezra Lopez, and this is my song, Always There, Standing on the Rock, which was produced and recorded here in Carbondale, Illinois at Produce Perform Studios with Lucas Winkler. And I hope you enjoy it. Doesn't matter what it feels like. Doesn't matter what I see, Lord, I believe you're always there. In the middle you will come through, 'cause you're the God of breakthrough, I believe you're always there. Doesn't matter what it feels like. Doesn't matter what I see, Lord, I believe you're always there. In the middle you will come through, 'cause you're the God of breakthrough, I believe. Oh, I believe, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I, that is higher than I. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I, that is higher than I. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I, that is higher than I. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I, that is higher than I.
Well, Israel Lopez, I liked it better on set today than I did on Facebook, even. It's just such a moving song. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a tribute
Yeah.
to our Lord God Almighty. And I think that's what you're doing, and doing it in a big way.
Yeah.
Talk about the inspiration, where it came from.
Yeah, it came from all the truths that I've grown up with. And I had a moment where I was like, what does this actually mean to me? And how can I share it with others? So that is what this song is. This is my message to people on where I put my faith in. So
Yeah. It's tough for people to listen to themselves, number one, to promote themselves, number two, because in particular, the genre you're in, you know, people begin to question, is this self-serving? Is this, you know, what's his motivation? What's that been like for you, and how do you plan to get around that?
Well, the biggest thing is I'm an independent artist. So I got to promote myself. I got to pay the person who's recording my music. And I have to get people along the journey with me. So it's not really self-promotion. It's more of I'm letting them be a part of my message. And letting them be a part of my my call. And letting them support me. So this is their opportunity to join me on the journey.
Where do you go from here?
I go, well, that's a big question. But I do believe that these songs and me developing my songwriting, this will allow me to help give other people more ways to say something, to write it down, to sing it loud. And so I want to develop myself as helping other creatives develop this as well.
Yeah,
So,
that's awesome. Jesus is number one. I think you've said that too.
yeah, I'm number two. No, my wife's number two.
Hey, good guy, good guy.
She's hiding back there.
Well, thank you so much. You were a joy.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
And we'll be right back. Very good,
Wait,
very
you
good,
don't
very
pick
good.
that up yet. We have a surprise flavor for you.
You do?
Yes.
What is your favorite thing?
Oh, probably the sunburn.
My name is Megan Plummer. I'm a family nurse practitioner here in Cesar. I think community is very important. It gives me a chance to really know all of my patients. I would say my favorite part is just when I have a new baby out of the hospital and I get to watch them at their 2-month and 4-month and 6-month well baby checks. And I've been here over a year now, so I've gotten to see them turn a year old, which is one of the coolest things. The patients, I feel like, know that we are here for them.
We need you to subscribe to YouTube so we have as many viewers there as we do on Fox. I think we're at like 1 million plus. And we are spieling it in our Prairie Farms kitchen today with some sweet stuff. This is Faith, my friend Faith. She had a lot of faith. She built a business. Now people love her. They come from miles around.
It's true.
Cut. End of story. No, totally kidding. So, man, has it been a journey, right?
It
Welcome,
has, yeah.
welcome,
Thank
welcome.
you.
Tell us all about it.
So, yeah, I started the Downtown Dip, an ice cream shop in Carterville, Illinois. It took about 2 years to get off the ground, but we're really excited to be there. Yeah.
You actually shared with me that the outpouring of support has been overwhelming.
Yeah, it has been humbling. The community in Carterville and all of Southern Illinois has just supported us from 2 years ago when we announced. Actually, this is the anniversary of our groundbreaking for our store. From then to this moment when we still have lines out the door almost every day.
That's fantastic. Let me tell you something. When something smells this good, I wish this was, this is one of those times when smell-o-vision would come in handy. But you know, when you put the mix into the waffle maker there, the cone maker, and it starts to just the smells, you know, drift down the street. People come out of their homes.
Yeah,
they
do.
rush to your shop. They don't leave. You have to force them out when you close the doors. It just gets ugly, right?
It's always a sweet business.
It is a sweet business. You know, it's got to be rewarding when people come in, young and old. Ice cream has always been a thing that people just rally around and get together on.
Yeah.
And, you know, whether you need to talk about a serious subject or something lighthearted, do it over an ice cream cone.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I wanted to open the shop, was because there was a lack of gathering reason in Carterville, and I really wanted somewhere for families to ride their bikes, you know, to celebrate after games, after concerts.
Perfect.
Teenagers to hang out in a safe, clean environment. So
I love that. All right, let's jump in. What are we going to do?
Okay, so we are going to make waffle cones, and let's start with me just give this a spritz. So this is one of the things that makes our shop unique is no one around us in the Southern Illinois area makes their own waffle cones.
Oh.
So this was definitely a learning curve for me. But my family and I played around with it for about a year before we opened the shop.
Right.
And I would like to think I'm pretty good at it now. We'll see. I'll probably have a hole in my first one.
How many did you burn before you got it right?
Oh, so many. How many holes in the bottom? That's the hard part. Them all day long.
So you got 2 machines, and the cook time is how long?
1 minute for each one. We make them in cones. We make them in bowls. We put sprinkles on them, dip them in chocolate, all kinds of stuff like that. So it smells
all they've
so
been
good.
saying since you walked in is it's so good. The downtown dip. Love it.
So I'm going to teach you how to make one.
Okay.
Get it off with the
look at
spatula.
that. Still
and
warm.
Put it in here.
Malleable, is that the word?
Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
I love that, Rob.
And you just twist it in, and you just let it set for a minute.
Okay. And then just
And
like
then you look for holes.
Okay.
You want to try one?
Sure.
Okay. So let me get the right amount on there.
Okay, we're coming
Yeah,
down.
pull it down and lock it, and then push the timer.
And I noticed, I mean, you...
That's good. And then
Oh,
start.
girl, look
That's
what...
okay.
See?
That's okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're
it's
going to
be
start.
good.
So you don't squeeze it
You don't
like
have to
the
squeeze it.
hotel waffle thingies.
Yeah,
okay.
it doesn't flip
Flip.
around.
Okay.
But this has been one of the most unique things we have, so I think
This
people
is
love
really
seeing
neat.
it.
Yeah. Are you ever going to let people make their own? We'll definitely have to have a Spiel cone. Like when people come in, they're like, I'd like the Spiel.
Yeah.
Right? What would it be, Rob? What would the Spiel cone be? Like
it would be like pralines and...
Pralines.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, lift that
Gosh,
up
I
and
feel
use
like the
this.
pressure is immense. Okay.
Okay, slide it in and make sure you get some of it up here so you don't
Get some
have
of
a
it
hole.
here. See,
Yep.
look what I did though, already.
You gotta go fast.
I know. Go fast. Go fast.
Okay, put that in. Now spin and push forward. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. That's gonna be great.
Girl,
Okay.
look, I closed the bottom on the first try. Did you see that? Did you? Wow.
That is fantastic.
I mean,
You're hired.
It's not gonna stay together on the sides, but it looks great on the bottom. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's great. No,
You've earned
that is an excellent first cone.
Okay.
Usually they have a big hole in the bottom. So
That's
you did
awesome.
fantastic.
Who wants to try it? You want to try it?
Sure.
Daniel wants to. He
'Kay.
always likes to get in, try stuff. All right, Daniel. See if you can close it up at the bottom.
So just close that. I'll
See,
set the
mine,
timer.
I had a plan there. I left it wider so we could have more ice cream in it. That's what I
Oh,
did.
there you go.
Yep, I had a plan.
So when you're spinning it, make sure you like push forward
Yeah.
and it'll help seal the sides
Yeah.
a little bit.
What she wants to say is don't do it like Angie. Do it
I hope
do
you're
it
ready for a
completely
mistake
differently.
because I have a knack for messing things up.
What's
Okay.
your favorite flavor at the place?
Oh, cookies and cream. That's
Oh,
all I
yeah.
ask for every time I
Yeah.
Okay.
So good.
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Cookies
So,
and cream is really
just
good.
walk me through this really quickly. We got
Okay.
30 seconds.
So when it comes up, you've got to make sure that there's some up here. That way when you roll it, it folds in on itself.
Yeah.
To make the hole.
Cause see, you gotta keep it closed at the bottom, or it'll run, you know, your kid will have it like all over their arm and their Sunday best, and
So I
it'll just
couldn't
be
see
bad.
from the other side of the camera, so this is
Gotcha. Yeah. So when it comes in, I'll grab
Always
one
an
of these
excuse.
napkins real quick
I'm just making sure I try to do a good job.
I know.
and slide it in and up here.
Oh.
And then you can twist and push
See,
forward.
I didn't get all this
Yeah,
instruction.
sorry.
It's just unfair.
Put you on
What
the
happens when you
spot.
ask?
All right, here you go.
Oh my gosh.
But think of the fun I would have missed out on in life,
my gosh,
Daniel,
I think
without
it's
just,
gonna
you
get
better hurry. It goes fast, Daniel.
Yeah.
Do not burn yourself.
It's gonna get.
Oh, look
Yeah,
at-
yeah.
Oh,
Go.
see? Anytime
And
you
then
need a
just
crew,
stop
just
there.
call on us. We'll be ready. Pull it out. Pull it out. Hey, show us
Okay,
what
let's
you got.
see. I think it's gonna be good. So you want to be able to take it off and not see any
Dude.
light through it.
I think you did all right.
Yeah.
Yo!
It turns out adults are much better than teenagers at
work.
this.
All right, so we're gonna load that sucker up and try that.
Yeah.
And then what I'm gonna do is, she challenged me right when she walked in. Well, first of all, if you come bearing gifts, I'm your friend. I am the only person with a bag.
I've
The
never been here
downtown
before. How do I get around?
Hey, you guys see this?
That's
the latest
incredible.
swag
That's so
bag.
cool.
There you go. This is this flavor is #basic bean.
Hey,
it's a
Basic
caramel
Bean?
caramel coffee.
Hey, you're cheating, Angie, if you taste that one.
Well, this is probably not in the taste test.
That's not
is
in
it?
the taste
See?
test.
Daniel's trying to walk off with it.
I was about to. Well, actually, I won't. I'll just.
You got to
my.
taste the cone. The cone is like where it's at. It's so good.
A little bit off here.
Yeah.
My goodness.
She's not wrong. No,
Don't you
gotta
see
bite
people?
into it. I trust you, Angie. Just bite
Did you
into
see the
it.
latest swag bag? Swag? Man,
better
this
hide
is,
that. Don't
this
tell
is
my
what
wife.
everybody, I know everybody's going to want.
You gotta take a
bags.
bite. It makes sense with the cone.
Hang on.
This is what I get to see is happy people eating all day long.
Oh, you make
It's
a
the
lot of people
best.
happy. I promise.
It's
you
such
do.
a fun, happy place to be.
Good for you.
But yeah, let me tell you a little bit about the ice cream.
Please do.
So we get our ice cream from Madison, Wisconsin. It's a place called the Chocolate Shop Ice Cream Company. And believe it or not, there are 4 tiers of quality of ice cream. So like the ice cream you get at the grocery store might be an economy or regular level. Ours is the highest quality tier. It's called super premium ice cream because it doesn't have a lot of air and it has high fat content in it.
Nice.
But don't listen to that if you're eating healthy.
But it's the good fat.
It
It's
is
the good fat.
the
for
good
you.
fat.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it really dense and creamy.
Okay.
And then they use the best quality ingredients. So ours
love
is
that.
super premium ice cream.
Rob, I need your assistance. I understand I have to do this blindfolded. Rob, just help me right here. Okay. So we have not discussed the flavors. We have not discussed anything other than you were going to tell people I got it right, even if I don't.
Maybe.
No,
I
and
didn't-
then,
I
and then
didn't
the guy
agree to
said,
that.
do not cut her any. Oh, Rob. Ow. I mean, you cut my circulation off of my eyes.
Push your brains back in.
Thank you.
I don't know how well that's going to
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Don't let me near the waffle iron. Okay. What do we have?
Okay, this is the first one.
Okay. Premium.
It is super premium. What flavor?
Is that vanilla?
Yeah, that's our vanilla. Isn't it good?
Yes, ma'am.
It's honestly one of my favorites. It's so good.
You know, it's crazy. You don't think that basic anymore.
Yeah, they have so many unique flavors.
Girl. There's chocolate. Is it a dark chocolate coffee, espresso? What
And
is
there's
that?
one more hint of something in there.
Hazelnut? Or,
That's called Exhausted Parent, and it has some bourbon flavoring and some
I knew I
coffee
loved
flavoring.
it. Bourbon.
Yep.
Okay, bourbon, chocolate, and coffee.
Okay, this is another really popular one.
I'd like a gallon of that to go. Please.
This one, I'm going to tell you the name of it. It's called This Bleep Just Got Serious. That doesn't give you any clues, but it is one of our most popular flavors.
Is it toffee or caramel or?
Yeah, it's a salted caramel with cashew and chocolate. So yeah,
How am I doing,
that's a really
Scott?
good one.
Pretty solid.
Okay.
Thanks. My palate knows.
Let me see if you know this one.
Was this? I like the Exhausted Parent. I want to invest in that.
We'll put your name on that one.
Man,
This is one of our kid flavors, but a lot of adults love it too.
is that like a strawberry or a bubble gum or a?
It's cotton candy twist.
cotton candy. I knew there was some fruitiness, fruity side.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, let's try this one.
Cotton candy twist with sprinkles, please.
Okay, hands up. You're gonna have a sugar rush after this.
Man, that's good. That's like a berry. That's a.
Yeah.
How many berries?
It's one berry mixed with another flavor, and this is an Italian ice.
Okay, tell me about it. What is it?
So this is raspberry lemon.
Heck yeah, it is raspberry.
Yeah,
I
and
knew
it is
that.
our most popular Italian
You know,
ice.
it was
It's
weird
so
because
good.
like the mouth started watering because of the lemon. I bet you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give you one
Raspberry
more.
lemon.
This is one of our seasonal flavors.
Okay. Hey, I don't want to share with anybody, so when we close this segment, just
You got it.
tell them it's over.
What do you think about that one?
You know, all of them have like a finish. You got to live with it for a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. That's the super premium quality.
Okay. Well, what was that one?
That one was peach.
I'm not an ice cream connoisseur, but if I were, 2 thumbs up. Very good. Very good. Very
Don't
good.
take that off yet. We have a surprise flavor for you.
You do?
Yes.
Rob,
hold on.
you know I'm very scared of you when you say things
That's
like
good.
that.
You're good.
Surprise flavor.
We have a very surprise flavor for you.
Rob,
so
do
I think
not
you're gonna
like put ketchup in something. Rob,
I'm not gonna put,
do
I'm not
not.
gonna put ketchup on
Anything.
anything.
Do not let him.
I'm watching them.
I'm not gonna put ketchup on anything.
Hey. She's not
Yeah,
going to let
this is
you
a good
do
one.
it.
This is gonna be good.
All right, you ready?
No.
Open your mouth.
Rob.
Open your mouth.
Rob.
Open your mouth. That'll do it, roulette, baby.
Got him!
That's terrible. I knew they were going to do that.
I'm so sorry.
We had a Daddle Do It roulette competition last show. It came back to haunt me again.
Oh, no.
Back for part 2, I promise.
Goodness gracious. Wonderful. I'm telling you, everywhere I go, people are saying great things.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank
Have
you.
faith. And thank you so much for coming out. You were a pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me.
So you did blow us off, but man, you missed a big time. Table Rock Lake coming up. He's so not in the know, right, Rob? Well, it always is an experience when we go places, right?
Absolutely.
We just shared that with folks. What was your favorite thing?
Oh, probably the sunburn.
I would say for you, it was either the lost phone with the scuba diver or rewind a little bit to the cliff diving or cliff jumping.
That was my first time jumping off a cliff. It was,
Okay, that
it
was
was
Rob's favorite
scary,
part.
but it was so much fun.
It's amazing.
It was
Put
so
your
much fun.
fears aside and just jump.
Yep, it felt so much longer than it actually was. I thought I was falling for like 3 seconds, but after
Dude.
watching the video back, it was less than a second.
When you have time to go 1,000, 2, 1,000. And
You have
then
time
you
to check your watch.
Jump.
Yes,
Man,
yes,
it's
yes,
fine, but
yes.
it's okay.
Overcoming fear, that's what we're all about here on the Spiel.
Yeah, because that was what? It was like, it bounced between 12 feet at one spot, and then you
30
got
foot,
100
yeah.
feet. That was 100
depth of the water.
Yeah.
Well, we know at the boat dock it was 63 foot because we had to jump in after a cell
we
phone.
didn't jump in. Diver David went down.
Diver David, that's right. He's very good. $150, and we determined that maybe too much pressure on the phone. It came back on, but just never was quite the same.
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
gasping for breath.
Right. What was the famous soundbite, though? I love that. You're like, it's 63 here at the dock, and
Oh, That's are you not talking the about for me. David?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were talking about whether or not we could get the phone back, and he was measuring how deep the water was. And he said, it's over 60 feet, it's pretty deep. And I asked, is that going to be a problem? And he looked at me and said, not for me. And that's when I knew we got the right guy.
I love that confidence, dude. He said as soon as he touched it, it came back on.
He was such a cool guy.
He's a very cool
Yeah.
guy. With the little pup, and
Oh my
she
gosh,
waited for him
yes.
patiently. I love that. Okay, well, they sound like they know what's going on, right? But I'm going to venture to say that these young men, sometimes when they get their assignment, they put it in. You know, you guys were like, show up here. And some of you have watched the Netflix series Ozark. Some of you have not, right? This is a new game we're going to call, because we do this quite a bit. We're going to call it Know Where You Are and What You're Doing. Know where you are and what you're doing. In this case, know where you've been and what you did. Okay?
I want to preface this game by saying I failed geography.
Here we go. Okay.
That's pretty good at it.
So we took a recent work trip. Name of the lodging venue.
Chalet Table Rock.
Table Rock.
Rob, you got close, but you left out a couple words.
Yeah, I just.
Okay. Yeah, that's about as fast as he moved every night too. Like from the rock to the pool, over to the other
He was
pool, and
booking
through the
it.
gate. And it's like Spider-Man. Not kidding you. All right. The property is on which lake?
Table Rock.
Table Rock Lake.
Prescott.
It's
Wow.
right there.
Very
actually.
good.
That's not the name.
Okay. So surely you guys research where we go, right? You want to know more about it.
Nope.
Is the lake natural or artificial?
Natural.
I'm going to say natural.
I think it's
Because
artificial.
it's so cold. I will put my money on natural.
Artificial.
Man-made.
Man-made. Table Rock Lake
It
is
felt
located. It did feel,
Yeah.
it was huge.
And it was cold.
How did they
Yeah.
dig a
Gosh,
hole
yes.
that big, boo? They must have just dammed it up and hoped for the best.
Actually, fun fact: Shane and I were at where the dam was, because they had a trout hatchery right there where they released them in, and a lot of fishermen go up and down that, and we were actually right at the foot of that fishing.
So you're going to know what the area is best known for.
Ozark.
Money laundering.
He just money laundering. He just had the answer.
No, it's trout
Fishing.
hatchery.
Fishing.
Fishing.
But yeah, 800 miles of shoreline. Can you believe that?
Wow.
On a man-made lake. That's crazy. And they're known for their fishing.
It did take us quite a while to travel anywhere on that lake by boat. It was a long trip.
Water sports, boating, swimming, we loved it all. What was the name of the boat, the pontoon boat?
Crest.
The Crest, man, we love you. I mean, I'm just saying, if you'd like to give us one, we'll just park it here in the Spiel studio.
And it was only $100,000.
But it was, I think it was brand new and we got to break it in.
Shane was shaking a little bit when he was driving
Shane
it.
killed the game. Yeah, he wanted to be here, but he edited the last show and left this morning. So
Way early this morning.
All right, we took a thrill ride. Name the coaster.
Copperhead Mountain Coaster.
What guys?
I wasn't there. I was there, but Rob just got 2.
I've got 3.
All right.
I've got 2.
You got 3?
I got one
Okay,
too.
I'll let
I'm coming for
Brandon
you, Rob.
tally up who's where. So it's erected on the grounds of a popular tourist destination. Where is that coaster? Popular tourist destination, probably been there as long as Branson's been there, and everybody knows this area.
Arkansas.
Oh my gosh, no.
You can see Arkansas from
see
here.
Arkansas from
Are you talking about
Silver Dollar City? Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Shepherd of the Hills.
Oh,
that's what I was trying to say
Shepherd of
was
the Hills.
Dogwood.
Shepherd of the Hills.
But those were not the same
Final
words.
question. We're going to give the win to whoever gets this correct.
What?
You ready? Look at Rob. What? No. Okay. Consolation prize, maybe?
Yes.
Okay. Popular Netflix series set in the
Ozark.
area. Oh, you got it. You got it.
What's the name of the lead character?
Jason Bateman.
Marty.
What's the
Marty's the character, Jason Bateman's the actor.
Yes. All right, guys. Anything else?
Nope.
Tap dance. Man, we got a lot in this show, right?
It's a packed show.
It is a packed show.
It was a great show.
We'll see you next time.